So, but I don't know why they brought him back, and my man's just already on some negative stuff and basically trying to turn up, man. He's trying to take back the city. Now that Douda's gone, he think he about to take over and he about to take Nuck's spot. But like we haven't seen this guy in like 3 seasons. They try to play it as if like, oh, he got shot, but like there was no funeral for him. So that's how they kind of like kept the door open for him. I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I that writing is a little bit lazy. I don't, characters coming back from the dead or like a perceived death. I don't really like when directors and writers try to do stuff like that. It's kind of weak. But yeah, let's talk about Nuck, man. So we're just gonna talk about a couple characters because we can't get into all the plots. And I might start giving you some shy recaps again. I remember I did that for part of season five, part of season. I think I did it for all season five, and then part of season six. I did it a little bit. So Nuck, right? Again, I'm having an issue with some of these representations. Like I think it's good that they have these characters that are like multifaceted and things like that. But like Nuck is clearly he's trying to be the new Douda, so to speak. But he's clearly a stone cold killer, like ruthless stone cold killer. And I just, and I get the dramatic irony is the fact that like we know he's the killer, but then he's still interacting with Tiffany. He's interacting with Rob's mom, like all in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like even though he's a killer, but I don't like how they're trying to overcorrect some of that, and they're trying to humanize him too much, and like because now he's the father, and like he's having these existential moments where he's talking about like fatherhood and he wants to be a good father. But realistically, this is where the representation is kind of weird because one, they definitely make him into two, like he's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like he's two different characters when he's the dad and when he's this killer, right? But that representation is very bad, and it's very inaccurate because from what I know from growing up in the streets, growing up around activity, growing up, what I mean, around crime and seeing it, the dudes that get busy in the streets that do all the violence, that's doing all the trapping, right? These dudes is not good fathers. And I'm not saying that you cannot be a good father, but like if you are actively harming people, and we're talking about like it's not like he's just, he getting into fights with people and stuff like that. It's not like he's just aggressive smacking people. He's deleting these people, right? He's getting them out of here. Like he's erasing them off the earth. You know what I'm saying? Setting up his own people to get, I mean, like that stuff lives on your conscience, whatever. Like, and you just cannot be in your right mind, just being out there, just being a father. And like most of those guys are absent, man. Like those guys do not be involved in the kids' lives. And then what I had a homie, because we was talking about the shot a little bit, and we was like, critiquing it because he asked me what I thought about it. And I was honest with him. I said, yeah, like it's good overall, but like some of these depictions are crazy. And we talked about Nuck a little bit. And he was like, yeah, it is kind of weird because like he's not even cautious. Like if you are out there hurting all these people, your head is on a swivel. You're not really in public gatherings and stuff like that. But like, no, this guy be in public, just confident and cool and calm, and do baby showers and things like that. Like he's a part of all these different things, and it's like, bruh, these dudes do not be active like that. They don't. They do not be that active, and they don't be publicly active like that. Like so, it's a little bit of. I'm glad that they try not to be super negative, but like I think it's like a dangerous. I think it's almost a dangerous and irresponsible representation because you making it seem like, yo, yeah, you could do both. Like you could be knee deep in a life of crime, but like you could be a good dad. Like no, you can't be both. You cannot be both. I don't care what nobody says. You cannot be both. I know they try to do that with like the kingpins and stuff like that, but those dudes ain't good fathers either. Like they provide, like they have money, but they don't be good fathers. You know what I'm saying? But that's that with that character. I don't like what's going on with Tiffany right now. Like I see that she's grieving, and then yeah, I feel like she's about to start like I don't know, she's about to start a relationship with somebody else. You know what I mean, but like she's grieving, and then she obviously like she's giving Emmett more responsibility of their son. But then in this grieving process, like she's pregnant and she's grieving, and like just all the emotions with that. I don't know where they're taking her character, but it's like she doesn't have anybody, but then she has this like village, and I don't know. It don't make me. It's weird. It looks away. Like I'm thinking like, all right, what's about to happen? Um, she's not really taking care of all her responsibilities, and then now we see this presence of was it Alicia, where she's like no, like you're gonna name my grandson after my son, right? And like I'm letting you live here for free, so like be grateful, and like I'm gonna get a lot more input than you ever anticipated me having. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that we're getting from Alicia, and it's kind of weird there. Other than that, I think it is good. There are some plot lines that are a little bit weird. I don't know where this battle of the pastors plot line is going. You know what I mean? He left his wife, and because she got caught up, and now he's messing with this guy. But then you got what the dude, the Rotimi, whatever character, whatever his character's name is. He's obviously trying to infiltrate the church and usurp him. He seems like he wants to be his disciple, but he wants to take over at some point. He seems like an opportunist. I don't know where that's going quite yet. But then the message. This is the only thing I have an issue with too. Is like the Shy does a good job of like. I think they do stuff better than like a lot of the Tyler Perry shows and movies and stuff like that. But like it's starting to become this show is starting to become guilty of a lot of the same stereotypes and a lot of the same tropes. And what I mean is like just these messy lives. Like so this opening scene in episode 3, you got Emmett, right? And it looks like because they said 6 months later. So Keisha is showing. She's pregnant and she's showing. Tiffany is pregnant and he's showing, and she's showing, and then he has he has his hand around both of them, and he's like, "Oh, my baby mamas, whatever." So he has kids to both of these women, or he's gonna have a kid to Keisha. He's gonna he has a kid to Tiffany with Tiffany, and then like I know it happens like that. Like I know like people's lives be messy, but like I don't know, just showing it on camera and making it like it's like a romanticized thing. It's weird. It's so weird. It's like, and it's such a bad. I think that's a bad representation for us a little bit, man. Like it's real. It's life, but it's like, bro, that shit just looks so messy. And then like when you really dig into all the characters, and like a lot of shows do this because like All American is famous for it. They even called it the vortex, right? When all those people intermingling. But like, yeah, like everybody that mess with everybody on this show, it feels like, and it's not just one group of people. It's like you got different friend groups and people that have messed with each other, and it's just messy. So I love it. I love where we go. I love the show overall. I think it is a good show. I think they need to, yeah, the writing needs to tighten up a little bit. I think they're getting a little sloppy. They're getting a little lazy, bringing characters back, and like just they have to do something to like make it less. Some of the mess needs to be cleaned up a little bit. That's all I gotta say. Some of the mess gotta be cleaned up a little bit. But everybody is messing with everybody. Was it Tracy? That was what was that Coogie's mom? No, that wasn't Coogie's mom. That her son was Jason, who she was the one that was with Douda for a long time. Like mad thirsty. She mad thirsty out there. Like she want everybody, and she willing to mess with the random dude from Smokies for a one night stand. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. I'm gonna keep watching. Like I said, I might incorporate episode recaps into my routine with the shine now that it's back. Now it's on a week to week basis, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, though, man, great show. I appreciate being with y'all. Like I do every other episode. Like every other episode, I love being with y'all. I appreciate you, man. If you're still watching the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. leave a comment, share the content, help the algorithms out. We talked about a lot today. We talked about the shutting down of Job Corps. We talked about Lotto and her feeling kind of disenchanted by being rich, which is like, whoa, woe is me. Talked about a little bit about the Cardi B fiasco. Tom Thibodeau getting fired by the Knicks. NBA Finals predictions.